Hey guys, it's Savvy from the Modern Mr. and Mrs. As you guys know, I don't often make videos. Also, I'm sorry, you're gonna hear my cat Jasper playing with a new toy we just got him. Um, but anyways, I am making a video today on how to vet your help. I've been a huge proponent since I started my company on vetting your help. I've done an entire email series on it. And today I wanted to make a video so that you, as you're looking to build your recovery team, look for therapists, coaches, doctors. I want you to feel confident in the professionals you're hiring in your recovery journey. The last thing I want is for you to end up with a professional who does unintentional harm because they actually don't know the nuances involved in sexual addiction or betrayal trauma. I don't want you to end up with a therapist who doesn't even believe porn addiction is real. And I don't want you to end up seeing a therapist who will invalidate the trauma that you have experienced as the betrayed partner and just say that you're insecure or you need to get over it or just watch female friendly. You know what? I don't know if I'll get like censored if I use that word. Although I've already done that already. So I guess we'll see. I'm also going to make this video without editing it. I am learning from a great coach to challenge myself to go beyond my comfort zone, which is in writing. I don't like video, but I'm here and I hope that you enjoy this video on how to vet your help so that you end up with a professional that will not harm you, that will help you and move you forward in recovery. Okay, so first things first. When you vet your help, where do you start? For one, where are you in the journey? That's the first thing you want to ask yourself. Did you just discover that your partner is struggling from a sexual addiction? Are you a couple months in? Have you already processed the trauma? That is really important to know because that'll help you understand what you're looking for. If you have any unresolved childhood trauma, if you are experiencing any mental health issues, then finding a therapist is the first place to start. So a lot of people will find therapists through Psychology Today or other online directories. You can also, if you have insurance, call the back of the number on your insurance card to see, who is in network, right? We will get into that a little later, but for right now, I'm going to give you a very short, I guess, step-by-step on how to vet your help. So to start, what is their education, right? For me, I have my bachelor's in forensic psychology from the John Jay College of Criminal Justice, and I started my master's in clinical mental health counseling at Fairfield U until I realized I didn't want to be a therapist. I really enjoyed coaching. And so when you are looking for a therapist, I know, there's so many different letters that can be behind the name of a therapist, but knowing whether you want to be seeing a licensed professional counselor versus a licensed marriage family therapist is going to be important. You also want to know if you're going the coaching route, if you are seeing someone who's certified or trained. It's also important to know that you want to be looking at continuing educational units. Sorry, that is Jasper. Told you he'd probably make an appearance. But you want to make sure that their education, their continuing educational units are up to date. You want to know what model they're approaching this from. Obviously, if they're a therapist, making sure they have their license. Coaches don't have licenses because they're not mental health professionals. And then beyond just those, I guess, formalities, right? What is their actual experience in working with people who have the same or similar issues? Is this a therapist or coach who is well-versed in working with people who are in recovery from sexual addiction? Are they well-versed with working with someone who is recovering from betrayal trauma? Do they know the recovery process? Do they even have addiction training, right? There's a lot of things that you want to know. And if so, how much of that experience do they have? I would say it's also important if you're looking for any therapist or coach and you're in this recovery journey, it's important if they know domestic violence and sexual violence dynamics, just because it will show up in some cases. So that is really important for you to know. You also want to know, I mean, and this is more for the coaching side since therapy, HIPAA, but what is their quote unquote success rate? Are they able to actually help their patients or clients, depending if you're seeing a therapist or a coach? Is their approach effective? What is their approach? Do they work from a harm reduction model? Do they work from an abstinence model? Are they a 12-stepper? What is their approach to recovery? And does it align with the way you want to recover or you think will be most beneficial, right? You also want to always feel comfortable to ask questions. So anytime someone gets on a meet and greet with me, I'm like, ask me questions. Any question, just ask me. Like, I'm here to help you decide if I'm the right person to help you in your journey. And any professional you're seeing or looking to see should be open to answering questions. If they're not, it's a red flag. But you also want to be looking for professionals who will be open to either chatting for 15 minutes, that's more for the therapist, or having like a meet and greet call where you can get on video, or a phone call with the coach and really assess fit, right? The chemistry. And by that, I mean, do you and the professional actually vibe? Because that's so important. I recently had an experience where, because I have cats and I took them to the vet, and this is a practice with multiple vets in that practice. And I realized there was a vet there that I just did not get along with. I didn't know why. And it came down to differences in personality. It was just not a good fit. However, I went to a different vet in the practice the next visit I had, and I was blown away. I felt so much more confident. I knew what to do. I felt like my cats were going to get the best care possible. And I then had my trust like eased back into that practice because I was actually going to switch my veterinary practice. So I wasn't going to go back to them because I was actually just so confused at the experience I had with one of the vets in the practice. So that said, listen to your gut. Trust your intuition. When you're on a call with any of the professionals that you're looking to see, if you genuinely feel like the personalities don't get along, despite the education, despite the experience, that will play a part in the success of working together. It has been studied that the relationship you have with the helping professional is the most impactful part. If you have a strong rapport and relationship built with the helping professional and you get along and you trust them, you are more likely to get better results. But if you don't have that strong rapport, if your personalities just don't fit and there's a mismatch, it is shown that that will affect your results. And so that is just a really quick overview of how to vet your help. It is important to note that there are a variety of therapists, a variety of coaches. And obviously, if you're single versus married, you're going to need different things. If you are married with no kids and then married with kids, you're going to need different things in your recovery. So, seeing a therapist who is familiar with trauma, familiar with addiction, that's going to be key, right? And if they are also familiar with couple dynamics or family dynamics, that's a bonus. I would say some really good, or I guess popular or effective methods for therapy that I've seen with my clients going to amazing therapists is IFS, CBT, DBT, EFT, but EFT more down the line, EMDR for trauma. Those are just some good approaches and techniques to use when working with addiction and trauma. So I hope this has helped. I hope you now have some sense of direction of what you want to do, whether you need to see a therapist or a coach, or maybe you're already seeing a therapist and now you just want to add a coach to your team. Either way, I hope once you get off this video, you will be able to feel confident in Googling the right professional you're looking for. And when you get on that conversation, feel confident enough to ask the questions, stand up for yourself. I don't want you to waste any time, any of your money, because the reality is, despite the fact that you can make more money, you're never going to get that time back. And I know that from personal experience because, well, Jack is over 7 years clean and we are doing amazing, compared to where we were in the beginning. We did waste a lot of time and a lot of money on the wrong professionals. And despite my own experience, I've heard from clients so many times they went to the wrong therapist that gaslit them or even traumatized them again. And they almost stopped believing that there was any professional out there that was helpful. And I don't want that for you. So believe in yourself, trust your gut, and vet your help before you hire anyone. All right, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you take something away, and I really hope that this helps you as you move forward. All right. I hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving because that's tomorrow if you're in America, if you even celebrate it. If not, I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. All right. Bye.